Earlier this week, the Galakrond's Awakening adventure came out, so naturally I wanted to try out some new stuff. But unfortunately, with the way that the wings are set up, the way the release schedule is, they give you like a really slow drip of cards, and like there are certain combinations of cards that you want to try to play together, and they don't necessarily all come out on the same week. So it's like really weirdly structured. But anyway, one of the cards I found from this week that actually seemed playable and worth building around was Winged Guardian. Just seems like a very good Ramp Druid card, so I thought I would try out some Ramp Druid. Turns out some other people have also had this idea, but I do feel like my build of Ramp Druid has a little bit of a unique spin on it. So Winged Guardian itself is a beast, which gives you some incentive to play both Witching Hour and Predatory Instincts, along with Witchwood Grizzly to round out the package. I think that's pretty standard in Ramp Druid so far, but I took it a step further and played Undasta. One of the problems in the past with Undasta is you just didn't have enough good big beasts to pull out with it, and with 4 in this deck, and you can draw them with Predatory Instincts, I think it's pretty good. Undasta also happens to be insane off strength and numbers. Other than that, we want to play Ramp, so we're playing Dragons. I am playing an Alexstrasza, a Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, and a Ysera Unleashed. That might be going a little bit too hard on 9-drops, especially since I'm also playing Undasta. So like, it could be correct to cut Dragon Queen Alexstrasza for another Evasive Draconid or something. But for now, I think it's fine. The last big innovation that I made to this deck is Zul'Drak Ritualist. So the reason to play this card is, one, it's just a 4-mana thing that you can play, and like most of your stuff in this deck is pretty big and clunky, so it's nice to have something that's cheap. But it's something that you can play for cheap that also happens to be very good with strength and numbers. 1-mana 3/9 Taunt. Pretty good, it turns out. And it also happens to be good with strength and numbers in that you can go like Breath of Dreams, and then you play your 4-mana Ritualist, and then soon after that you play your 6-mana Emerald Explorer. It just helps you activate strength and numbers earlier as well. So I actually think it's a pretty good inclusion in the deck. It's also good against like Res Priest if that comes up. I haven't run into that deck, but it could be a good tech against Res Priest. It's potentially good in the mirror, because like 17 or 18% of 1-drops are beasts, and that could really fuck up your opponent's Witching Hour. And maybe even in other matchups it could be pretty good. I actually think Zul'Drak Ritualist is a card that's like legitimately worth considering in this deck. But if it's no good, you probably just go like second Innervate, and I don't know, maybe like I think I saw someone playing Crystal Power or something. That's probably fine if you don't like the Ritualist.
Elise versus Gul'dan. Your souls shall be mine.
Class is in session.
Keep a Wrath for Zoo. Nah. I like keeping the Ferocious Howl, but not the Wrath. Ferocious Howl helps me find my ramp cards, which is all I really care about. Hopefully this can hit a Grizzly. I picked up one of the Winged Guardians, so it's 50% to hit a Grizzly right now. I do not have a Dragon in hand currently. Play 6 of them in my deck.
How curious.
So if I don't play this here, next turn is Howl, Predatory Instincts, hopefully Grizzly. I guess the Breath of Dreams is like a decent turn 5 if I don't hit Grizzly, so I can curve into Winged Guardian. If I had a more solid curve, maybe I would just throw it out here and hope it hit. But I don't think I need to. Would have hit the dragon. I could have just played the Breath of Dreams here, but I want to be spending 4 mana next turn anyway, so going up to 5 doesn't really matter. I think I want to be playing this here at least. Alright. So, since I only have a small Grizzly, I probably do just ramp next turn. And then we can play this big Winged Guardian. Breath of Dreams should give you an active mana crystal, so I could have played this here. I don't think his deck plays any answers to a giant Winged Guardian. There's no, like, Tink Master, which wouldn't be reliable here anyway. I just don't think there's a good answer to this. And if he does kill it, next turn I can just play 2 Witching Hours. I could clear his board with double swipe here. Probably not really worth it. Just drop another Winged Guardian. So if I trade this off, I have a 6-1 in play, which makes me want to kill a 1-1 here. So I could just trade this off, double Witching Hour, Hero Power is 1-1, or Wrath is 1-1. I think I'd rather Wrath it. Drawing cards is kind of nice. But I do have a lot of stuff to spend mana on. Maybe it's nice to have the flexible removal.
Curious.
But I've got some pretty good stuff I could draw into. Seems like an okay turn 8. I also could have just Wrathed a Twilight Drake for 3 here. But that didn't seem super good. This Innervate that I picked up this turn might not actually be that bad. I can, next turn, just play one of my 7s, and then turn 10 can be 7 plus 4. Or maybe I'm going like... Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe I'm going like Ritualist Swipe here, so that he's not threatening my 4-1. This Predatory Instincts hits either a Witchwood Grizzly or Noondasta. Maybe since it could hit Noondasta, like I don't think I want to play it here, but maybe I could play the Evasive Draconid instead of the Winged Guardian. But the Winged Guardian is just such a better minion. And I have a Witchwood Grizzly in my hand anyway. Like, what are the odds that Noondasta gets to hit twice? I mean, if it has 14 health, it might actually hit twice. But I don't think it's super likely. I really wish they would tone down this can't be targeted effect. It just looks so shitty how yellow and sparkly the cards are. Like, you can have some sort of effect there without it being so obnoxious. Maybe just me, though.
We must stop this corruption.
Is a Crowd Roaster going to be any good? What about a Cobalt Spellkin? Druid actually has very good one-cost spells.
So many
But, like, what would I be looking to roast? Can't really think of anything in particular. I'm gonna take the Spellkin here. Could definitely have seen either of the others being correct instead. But this seems alright.
I bring life.
That's spooky. I do have 9 from hand, so I have 19 here. But 19's not going to be good enough. I think this was good. I did have to trade off one of my things, which was not the most exciting thing in the world. But it was a good way to spend 9 mana. Otherwise, I could have maybe just gone, like, Ritualist Cobalt Spellkin, 1-mana spell or something.
I will act as your scale thrives.
I actually should have done the math on innervating a hero power there, because that Alexstrasza is really aggressive. Should have been looking for breakpoints on burn damage. But it looks like I'm safe, actually. So I could double swipe here. That would be 5 face plus the 9 I have in play, so probably not the play. So I could just go in here, but then I have 1 health plus 1 health, and these 1/1s are kind of obnoxious. I guess I can just trade with Grizzly and hero power, though. Yeah, that seems fine. The 1/1 is kind of obnoxious if he has Godfrey, but Godfrey's not going to full clear my board here. God, this Winged Guardian in play with the Reborn and the can't be targeted effect is like actually the ugliest thing I've ever seen in Hearthstone. And Hearthstone usually has pretty good standards on things not being super ugly.
So many possibilities.
Let's go Witchwood Grizzly. Eat those shots. Alright, I have double swipe for lethal here. Actually, I don't need either swipe because he's dead on board. But we'll swipe him.
Elise versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Class is in session.
I like Ferocious Howl. Strength in numbers is good as well. Hopefully I can pick up a ramp card. If I can't find a ramp card, I'm probably going to get huntered real good.
Nothing but a bunch of big birds.
Let's just go ahead and get that guy off the board. If I don't shoot him, he's probably going to attack me for like 6 turns. I don't think I should be greedy with the Howl here. Could have potentially gained more armor out of it, but this gets me 1 card closer to either my ramps, another Howl, Predatory Instincts, Ritualist. Is this Face Hunter? Only gave him 4 power, so... It's like a Sinjin, but I also get a 0/3 taunt out of it, so pretty good. He does get 2 armor out of it, but I don't care. Alright, definitely Face Hunter. I guess I'll swipe that 2/3 if I don't draw something better here, which I did. Oh yeah, that's still 1 off of activating my side quest. I actually thought it would activate it, but even if it doesn't, it's still worth playing 5 mana 3/8 here. Yes, please send everything into my minion. You're almost through my taunts, buddy.
We must stop this corruption.
Oh, about that. I just took the cheap dragon there because whatever. I honestly thought he was going to concede, so I just picked something. But I guess he's still in the game. Well, I don't think I really give a shit about Freezing Trap or Explosive. That one's kind of scary. Oh, not at my face. Oops.
Save the ritual.
Uh-oh, another taunt minion. I do have to be a little bit worried about just getting burned out, especially with those toxic reinforcements. But he's at 1 out of 3. I think I can just beat him up before it's too relevant. Another big taunt.
Stop the rot!
Save the ritual.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Nothing but a bunch of big birds!
He honestly got closer to killing me than I thought he would. And he was still 12 off.
Elise versus Deathwing.
Warrior, so he can have Bomb Wrangler.
Embrace the chaos.
Class is in session.
I think that's all that would be in his deck ever. Probably only want to keep 1 strength in numbers. Pretty sketchy hand. But I can always just draw into a ramp card and then it's sick.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Pirate Warrior. Found my ramp card, by the way. Let's just keep a thing off his board. And with this hand, I think wasting my coin is probably not a good idea. Because for all I know, this Undasta is going to be the first minion I can play. So I want to be able to coin it out. Alright, we can ramp into that. Turn 5 Grizzly, turn 6 Ferocious Howl plus Witching Hour. Assuming he can kill my Grizzly, which I think is a fair assumption because he has a lot of cards in his hand. $3/7 is still a pretty good size minion, but ouch, that hurts.
No tomb can hold me. Ha-ha!
Could just coin that out, but I think this line is better. Actually, was this better? If I just coined out the big guy, it would have activated my strength in numbers. Maybe that was bad. I think either order is probably fine, though. This 312 is pretty sturdy here.
From nothing, power.
This one.
Execute. Let's go, Undasta. Wow, this game just ended, huh? I mean, I guess he could still have some game here. But this is going to be tough for him to deal with, for sure. If I had hit one of my big non-taunty dragons, I think I would have been feeling a little bit more uncomfortable. But a second 6/8 Taunt Reborn thingy. It's off to a good start, though.
No tomb can hold me.
If he doesn't kill my Indasta though, I can just pull a giant grizzly and put it in play here. What if he just trades off everything so I can't overkill? Okay, never mind. Wow, he actually got through both of my taunts this turn. That is impressive. Oh, and a swipe. I think I just go faces with the hero power here so I don't take an unnecessary damage. I don't really know what Warrior could do to burn me through a 24 health taunt. But he could maybe have something. He could hit another Ethereal Lackey Execute combo here. That would be a way for him to still be in the game. Oh, that's the wrong Discover Lackey. But that could be good on its own. He could hit some sick 9-drop here or something. It's unfortunate that I can't swipe plus play another card here, so probably just doing this. I feel like if I just don't die, I'll be fine. Maybe I should be killing a lackey here. Okay, should have killed the lackey last turn. I could give him Shield Slam, but he doesn't have nearly enough armor for it to be relevant. Oh god, what if he got 2 upgrades? He needs to hero power to not be dead here. Wow, combos. That was cataclysmic, I agree.
Cataclysmic.
I already agreed. Cataclysmic.
Elise versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Class is in session.
Ramp spell. Not sure how I want to play out these 3 drops. Probably depends somewhat on what I draw. But I'm leaning toward turn 3, turn 4. And just hold the coin. That sort of makes me want to coin the Wild Growth. It is 50% to hit a Grizzly for turn 5. I don't think I like it though. But I will Wild Growth instead of Ferocious Howl on 3 now. I could actually just coin Innervate Winged Guardian next turn. It's probably not that good though, because then I don't have like any follow-up. Although I guess on 6 I could just go like Ferocious Howl. I mean, there's no way Witching Hour's active. Okay, so I could play Winged Guardian and then turn 6. Could be Howl plus Wild Growth. I think I'm just gonna play this. Play the 7-drop next turn and then maybe I coin Alexstrasza and set him to 9. I could have actually just played Alexstrasza here, but it's obviously better to play when I have something in play that can attack him. That's all he has. It doesn't really matter all that much. Turn 6 Alexstrasza, by the way. Needs to do something about getting Alexstrasza in the face here, or else he's just gonna die. Alexstrasza plus hero power does 9. Hey, can I borrow your Spellbreaker, buddy? Oh shit, and a Doomsayer. Well, I can just draw cards here, I guess. Probably was supposed to lead with Predatory Instincts. And I already have mana, so this doesn't even need to hit a dragon. Which is good, because it didn't. Maybe I could have hero powered him there so that double swipe would be lethal even through a taunt. Doesn't really sound that important though. So sick. Well, this is definitely a Nundasta turn, right? Actually, was this even a Nundasta turn? 7-drop plus Wishing Hour is pretty damn good now that I look at it. It was better than this, right? I killed a 5/5 with this. I think they were pretty close. But my Witching Hour does get worse now that I have these other beasts in the pool, because Winged Guardian is definitely the best. Alright. I don't think there's really much downside to just playing two things here. Even if he has like Zephyrus Nether, it's still fine. And somehow I actually still have a beast in my hand for Undasta. Not that I actually expect that to be relevant.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Yeah, if he has Nether here, he just dies, so... I guess he's going for another Blizzard, or Frost Nova maybe. Zephyr's so smart, knows how Reborn works. I kinda just want to swipe his face. Is that ridiculous? Yeah, I think I'll swipe his face.
No more niceties.
Shit, I took 2 damage from that. He did discover another mage spell last turn, so it could be another freeze. You could Malagos into a freeze, Kalikos into a freeze. Oh shit. Man, that polymorph is really good against my second Witching Hour. So lucky. Wow. What a combo.
Someone's out on me. You win this.
That was actually a hell of a puzzle box.
Leaves versus Valera.
Watch your back. Class is in session.
Let's try to find some ramp. Strength in numbers sort of counts, but not really what I was hoping for. I guess I'm just gonna hero power this twice. It's bad to hero power into it if I pick up a Wild Growth or a Breath of Dreams. But if I hit one of those next turn, I'm gonna be pretty happy anyway, even if I lose this 1 health. And it looks like it worked out. Alright, Ritualist, don't pull something ridiculous. Ooh, that one's pretty good for him. But still only 4 power, so I played Ascension. Can be kind of bad, though, if he has, like, Sap or something. But I'm probably not that upset by Sap.
No tomb can hold me.
I was kind of hoping he would give me something to swipe here. Oh well, next turn I can play an Emerald Explorer, and it sets off my side quest. And I think I'm pretty happy with anything I hit off my side quest. The best one is definitely Undasta, but most of them are insane. The worst, I guess, is a 412.
On the wings of evil. We must stop this corruption.
Undasta. What a god. These all kind of suck. And those Dormu for the Hail Mary. Let's kill the Lackey to prevent Togwaggle, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't look like the extra 3 health on that Miscreant is at all relevant here. God, that Undasta was so insane. Pretty rude, but I do have a Witching Hour. Really? 1-4 instead of 1-2? So do I want to play Witching Hour here? Could play a Swipe along with it, which seems pretty good. I get to go face for 11.
No more niceties. I get
Undasta, baby.